A tiger corpse. A flash of light. And then nothing but bone dust. Fong Hao just watched a level 2 warcraft dissolve into powder. But underneath that tiger was a treasure chest. And inside that chest something that would change everything. Tier 1 warehouse blueprint. 5 hemp rope. That's all that was in the chest. But for Fong Hao it was enough. The blueprint turned into light. It drilled into his Book of Lords. Recorded forever. He grabbed the stone axe and pickaxe from a dead farmer. Bundled up the tiger meat. And walked out of the cave. He hurried toward his territory. The system had promised 7 days of novice protection. A safe zone. And then he saw it. A thatched wooden house surrounded by a transparent light curtain. Tier 1 Lord's wooden house. Owned by Fong Hao. And nearby a semi-underground building. Tier 1 Underground Cemetery. Recruitment limit 0 out of 5. Can recruit skeleton. Free. Good grief. Everyone in the chat channel is recruiting farmers. Fong Hao only gets skeletons. He went straight from the realm of the living to the underworld. He didn't delay. He activated recruitment. System prompt. Can recruit skeletons. 0 out of 5. Would you like to recruit? Confirm. Then it happened. Hundredfold amplification triggered. Successfully recruited 505 skeletons. White bony arms pushed up from the ground in front of the cemetery. 5 skeletons climbed out. Then another flash of light. Countless snow-white skeletons filled the entire territory. Some even stood outside the protective barrier. Fong Hao was dumbfounded. This was his hundredfold amplification at work. Skeleton worker. Tier 1. Faction undead. Race attributes undead, hollow skeleton, light weakness. Innate ability novice gathering mastery. Undead means no morale. No emotions. Immune to poison, disease, blindness, and mind magic. Hollow skeleton means no fatal weaknesses. Light weakness means light magic does 20% bonus damage. But here's the thing Fong Hao noticed immediately. Skeletons don't need food. Imagine if he had summoned 500 farmers. He would have gone bankrupt feeding them in a single day. Rebellion. Slacking. Maybe even getting killed by his own farmers. The skeletons just stood there, staring blankly at him. Fong Hao threw the stone axes and pickaxes on the ground. He gave one simple order. Your job is to gather resources and collect food. Go to work. Don't go too far. 500 skeletons turned around. They crowded toward the outside of the territory. Others could only summon 5 farmers. Fong Hao had 505 soldiers. They might not be powerful troops. But numbers matter. And Fong Hao had all the numbers. Half an hour later the skeletons returned. Wood. Stone. Straw. Meat. Beast skin. Fong Hao opened the production page. He used 2 units of straw to make a single rope. System prompt. Hundredfold amplification triggered. Successfully produced rope 101. Damn, Fong Hao muttered. Even production triggers the amplification. He tried making a stone axe. Wood, stone, rope. 1 axe. System prompt. Hundredfold amplification triggered. Successfully produced stone axe 101. He tried a stone pickaxe. Same result. 101. Fong Hao had figured out the pattern. Recruitment triggers amplification. Production triggers amplification. He didn't hesitate. He made 202 stone axes. 303 stone pickaxes. Mining takes more time, so more pickaxes. Tools piled up beside the wooden house. A small hill of equipment. Fong Hao called out to the skeletons. All those without tools, come back and get some. They came in groups. Took their tools. Walked out to continue working. But Fong Hao looked at the remaining tools on the ground and frowned. More than 20 tools left behind. More than 20 skeletons hadn't come back. Running away? Impossible. Skeletons don't have the intelligence to escape. They either got lost or didn't hear his call. Then he saw them. More than a dozen skeletons approaching. Carrying a mountain goat. But they looked ragged. Covered in dirt. One was missing an arm. Another had 2 broken ribs. They had gone hunting. Fong Hao praised them. Not bad. You did well. The skeletons showed no reaction. They tossed the goat carcass on the ground and turned to leave. Wait, Fong Hao yelled. Take your tools. The skeletons turned around stiffly. Picked up the tools. And set out again. Watching the slender white figures fade away, Fong Hao shook his head. So aloof. Meanwhile, in the global chat channel, everyone was complaining. Their farmers had low stamina. Worked for a while, then needed to rest. Fong Hao checked his skeleton attributes. No stamina bar. They worked tirelessly. Constantly laboring. When they collected enough materials, they delivered them back to base. Then headed out again. Model employees of the modern era. Tier 1 Warcraft Mountain Goat. Fong Hao activated the butchering command. A flash of light. Meat separated from bone. Beast skin peeled away. Everything neatly arranged. The leftover bones turned to white powder. 500 meat. 20 beast skin. 15 beast bone. Day 1. 505 skeleton workers. A pile of tools. A territory with an underground cemetery. And no food bills to pay. The other lords are struggling with lazy farmers and hungry mouths. Fong Hao has an army that never sleeps. Never eats. Never questions orders. And that hundredfold amplification is just getting started. That's Chapter 2 of Universal Lord optimized for Novelit. In Part 3, Fong Hao's skeletons find something in the forest. Something that wasn't there before. Something alive. Like this video. Comment Skeleton Army. And subscribe to Novelit. New recaps every week.